It's just a ghost of you.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Tier 2 show, of course, all the way from Barcelona tonight, of course, Spain. I see the guys are up and ready. It's just we're waiting on one more driver, Luna. I'm not sure she was in and suddenly dropped. There we go. She just notified us for an invite, so let's send her an invite. Yeah, as I mentioned on the stream there, yeah, the Tier 2 show is a bit more laid back than our Tier 1 show, of course. Our main show every Wednesday night with Clinton Cole and myself. There you go, Luna. I'll send you your invite. Oh, using. So yeah, it's a bit more relaxed on the Tier 2 side than with Clinton with his full production. So yeah, unfortunately, last week I couldn't be here due to a PC crash. Unfortunately, I couldn't stream anything. But yeah, it is what it is. But I'm back. So yeah, we're just waiting on the guys to ready up at 10 past. It's 3 minutes to, yeah, about 2 minutes to go. And then we'll start the official live show of Tier 2. So I'm just going to put some music on for you guys and yeah, enjoy it. Yeah, okay, I see what you say, Soaking there. How's it, Soaking? Of course, Thomas, currently busy with the exam, it looks like, on Thursday. So, yeah, he did mention to us he is not going to, possibly not going to drive on Wednesday night. But hopefully he can, and it will make it more entertaining for everybody. How's it, White Tiger? Soaking Eye, how's it, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Those are watching, welcome to the live stream. We'll be with you shortly. So while we wait for the guys to ready up there, because I see the time clock is starting to tick down. So I hope my voice is going to come through. Let me just check. It looks like everything is here. So this is a basic calendar for, there's 4 races left, which includes this one, Barcelona, Spain, of course. After that, we're going to US of A, of course, Doctor Who's hometown, and that's not Las Vegas, but yeah, it's close enough for him than for us. So USA, of course, then we're off to Qatar, and then last but not least, Singapore. That will, I think that is our last race for that. Oh no, it's not. I missed some overlays there. My apologies for that. So after Singapore, we're going back to USA again. It looks like the Austin track. After that, it's Brazil, and then we close it off with Abu Dhabi. So yeah, hopefully the guys will have an entertaining season. And I've just saw a message in the live chats there that the DLC video launch, it looks like, will be launched on the 20th of May. So guys, keep an eye out on that. I'm just not sure on which channels that will be broadcast. We'll keep an eye out and let you guys know. So yeah, off to the live stream. Here we go. Let's get all the volumes up. Hopefully that will work. Let's bring up my overlays. It looks like that's working. Let's get all these extras off. And oh no, I've got a fine feeling I need to reset my overlays, guys. So yeah, I'm quickly going to reset it quickly, and hopefully it will work. I'm just going to hang on that screen for a bit. That was a McLaren. I need to... Let's shut down that quickly. Sorry guys, I just want to get this up and running. I know there was an issue with Racer Race overlays. He is busy sorting it out, so I need to restart it from time to time to let it get active and talk to SimUp. But he is working in the background with this. So let's see quickly. Let's launch that quickly. Sorry guys, I just want to get this up and running for you guys. Window. Perfect. No. That's perfect. Launching the overlays. Right, let's see quickly. All right. Let me set up all the stuff quickly for everyone so that we know we've got everything sorted for you. Right, there we go. Hopefully everything will be up and running now. Right, let's quickly run to the live chat here. Sorry guys, I just need to move that. And hopefully all my overlays will be with us for the rest of the night. So, Wilder Blue and Stoking Eye again there. Uncut Wheeze Spikes. How's it, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. And hopefully we'll get all this stuff sorted. Maori All Black with a 113.2. Sorry, I've just missed that. And as Maori set the fastest lap, Jap said, no way, brother. I'm taking away that fastest lap away from you. Just put that on for you guys so we can have everything. And I want to bring up that. And I want to bring up. Okay, let's see who's out. Let's go to P12, Top Gun. Let's see what Top Gun will do for us. Right, Yellow Sector 1, of course, he's trying to beat a Japes that got the fastest lap. And please ignore the green flag and the yellow flags. It's just the guys getting out of the way to make space for the guy that's on a hot lap. I see you've got two guys still in the pits, Biliki, of course, and Jackson. Just as I mentioned it, Biliki is heading out of the pits. Slopey gamer there with an invalidated lap. But I think he will be probably go back into the pits and try to set a new banger of a lap. Of course, the track still needs to evolve and get rubbered in as much as possible. Right, let's have a look. Let's go to P6. What's Taser doing? Is he busy with a hot lap? Looks like he is busy with a hot lap here. Let's stick on board with him. I need to sort out my halos, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, my halos for some reason has grown by size, and I've got no idea why. And off center. So yeah, I still need to sort that out. But I'll do that in the next race, not tonight. Right. 16th of course, of Jape's time there in Sector 2. Let's see what his Sector 3 time will be. Right. 1:12.9, fastest lap. What will Taser set up for us? Let's have a look. Taser does a 1:12. What's it? 1:12.9. 1:12.6. Sorry, my bad. Why is that two different times? Interesting. Let's go to Warrior. Let's see what Warrior will do for us. Coming into what's the sector? End of Sector 1, it looks like. Let's see what his first sector will be. 1.8 seconds off Japes' time. I think he's going to call it. You can clearly see it. He's bailing out. So let's jump on board. Let's jump on board Geo. No, that's not Geo. That's Geo. Warming up those tires. I think he's still busy with an outlap, it looks like. But he is stuck on that lap, but you can see him swinging or swerving left and right, trying to warm up those tires as much as possible. So we'll get back to him in a bit. So where can we go? Let's go to P9, your Lyrical. Your Lyrical is recharging. He's coming to Sector 1, so he's probably busy with the outlap there. Japes is still in the pits. Let's see what Maori will do for us. I think he is still busy with an outlap. Muslam still in the pits. Jew, what will Jew do for us? Right, opens the rear wing, of course, the DRS zone. All the way down to turn 1. Slow the car as fast as possible down for this quick right-left turns. Of course, the turn 3 there. Sweeping turn 3. Long turn 3 this. Going all the way down to turn 4. Slow the car down. You guys can see a Repsol corner. Of course, turn 4. Then turn 5. Looks like it's Seat. It's the first time I ever heard this corner's name. Interesting. It was turn 6. Then this quick turn 7. Turns 8. Both of them quick left and right. Then full throttle down this second DRS zone. All the way down. Slow the car down for this luck. Whatever that name is, I'm not going to mention that. Right. Turn 12, of course, turn 13. Second last corner. All the way down to turn 14. Flat as possible. New Holland turn. Okay, interesting name for that. Right, and Gio does a 112.7. Faster than Japes. Question is, will Japes respond to this? I saw Jackson got in there with a 113.4 or 113.04. So let's see who's out on track. Let's have a look at Luna. What will she do for us? Alf and Reynolds corners. Of course, T3 is a corner of its own. T3. Well, what am I talking about? It's turn 3. Repsol corner, of course, that is turn 4. Japes there with the fastest sector 2. So he's probably going to try and respond to that 112 of Gio. Courtney Payne voting for Japes. Of course, Japes will jump on board with him in a second. Of course, Japes there with a 112.5, putting the fastest lap, responding to Gio's 112.7. 7 minutes, 30 seconds still left in this qualifier session. Of course, Luna is yellow sector 2. Let's see what the final sector will be. Right, sector 3 is a 112.6. 113.6, sorry, my mistake. I need some glasses. Right, so let's start from the top there. Of course, Japes there with the 112.5. Gio sitting in the pits with the 112.7. Mauri all black a 112.9, but I think he is probably setting up for another lap because he invalidated his lap there. Jackson, of course, there in the pits with a 113.04. Moosnam followed in P5. Just jumped down, pushed down by Taser there with a 113.12, 113.2. Moosnam with a 113.2 as well, but he still needs to set up a final lap. Right, Erasmus followed by a 113.4. Lyrical with a 113.5. Top Gun with a 113.6. Luna with a 113.6 as well. Warrior with a 113.7. France Herman, of course, they're also with a 113.7. Billicky a 114.9. And last placed is Slopey Gamer with a 115.0. Right, Moose, what is his first personal best? Sector 1. Let's see what he does in this second sector. Hamster. Okay. Right. Sorry for that. Ow. Alright, personal best sector 2. 112.5 that he needs to beat of Japes. What will he do? What will his final sector time be? Let's have a look. Moose Knob with a 113.0. Almost a 113.0 flat. Puts him in P5. Just in front of Warrior. So let's jump on board Warrior. Let's see what Warrior is doing. Was turn 12. Is he getting out of the... No, he's setting up for his last sector. But he's jumping back into the pits. And let's jump on board with Erasmus quickly. Let's see what he does for us. Repsol corner, of course, turn 4. Going to turn 5 seat. Running all the way downhill. Try and brake as late as possible for this turn 7. A quick turn 7, turn 8. Going uphill again. Full throttle around this corner and on the DRS straight. Open the rear wing. Right, slow your car all the way down as much as possible to get into turn 10 and 11. Fourth last corner, turn 12 there. Going full throttle, turn 14, of course, New Holland. And let's see, he did a personal best in sector 2. What does he do in sector 3? It's a 1:13.2 for Erasmus. Edge jump aboard Top Gun. What's he doing for us? Going to turn 3 there. Going down to Repsol corner. Fast sweeping right-hander, of course, turn 4. Speed corner. Slow your car down to get into the tight corner. Go all the way downhill into turn 7. This fast left-hander. Looks like he is actually rebuilding some ERS to set up a new lap, and I have unfortunately missed that. My bad. No, unfortunately, we're still on 2025. We will end with 2025, and as soon as we're done with 25, we will launch immediately with the 2026 DLC. Remember, some of the guys won't be able to buy it yet, so we'll hang around a bit on the 2025, and the guys can start practice with the 2026, but we'll still be on the 2025 F1. Hope that answers your question. Right, Top Gun in seat corner, yellow sector 1. He didn't improve on his time. Let's see what he does into turn 7. Turn 8 going to turn 9 Campser. Going all the way down with the DRS zone. Slow your car down. Of course, turn 10 Lakaksha. Not sure how to pronounce it. Red Bull getting out of the way there. Well done. Of course, turn 12 and 13. Turn 14, turn New Holland, as I see here. All the way down over the start finishing line, and Top Gun does a 1:13.4. Alright, everybody's out, so who do we choose? So we go with P1. He is busy with an outlap, it looks like. Geo is busy with a hot lap, so let's keep an eye on him for a minute here. Going all the way down to turn 3, turn 4, Repsol corner, of course, turn 5. That is, of course, known as a seat corner. Right, downhill, of course, running to turn 7, 8, uphill. Flat as possible around this corner. Oh, and he loses it and breaks his front wing. 73% damage on that front wing. Oh, that's a pity. Right, so let's go to Slopey Gamer. Let's see what he does for us. A 1:12.9. Right, so Japes. Let's jump on board Japes quickly. Of course, our current winner, drivers champion so far in the lead, basically. Green, purple sector 1, beating his own time. He wants to make sure nobody gets in front of him when he gets to that turn 1 corner. Right, flat out to turn 9, or through turn 9, all the way down with the DRS zone to turn 10. Slow the car as much as possible. Into turn 10 and 11, 12. With a sweeping right-hander, of course. and all the way down to turn 13 and 14, the last two corners of the Barcelona track. Let's see what Japs will do for us. He's currently on a 1:13.5, a 1:12.5. He improved his time with a 1:12.3. Let's jump on board Jackson. Let's see where he is at this moment. Of course, P5. Turn 10, it looks like. He's got yellow sectors 1 and 2, so he's definitely not improving on his time. So let's jump on board Slopey Gamer. No, he is bailing out over the start line. Let's see what Jackson will do for us, the last driver on the straight. 1:12.8. I agree with you, White Tiger. What an impressive lap set by Japes there. Well done, brother. Williams is starting to run away with the constructors. That I can guarantee you guys. Well done, well done, well done. Right, start time 20:36. I see Mr. Timekeeper Warrior has set up the time there. So yes, 20:36. We can have a discussion about that. We'll have a private talk of that. So yeah. All right, so let's quickly. I just want to activate this force visible. So please note the following is the current Constructors and Drivers Championship. That is your current Drivers Championship. There is a few penalties that still need to be added to this final. You know what? I'm not going to show it. Let's wait until the guys finish up with all the points, and then I will reveal it at a later stage. I don't want to over say it. But yeah, definitely. I can guess who it was, Wheeze. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna have a break. Enjoy the music. I will catch you on the other side. Alright guys, I do apologize for that. I had a bit of a fluke on my side here. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of stuff went wrong that should have gone right. Let me just try and sort it out for you guys quickly. I do apologize once again. Right, hopefully everything should be fine now. And everything would be working 100%. Sorry for that, guys. I do apologize. It is what it is. Unfortunately, the overlays aren't working perfect. Mr. Racer Ray knows about the issue, and he is busy sorting it out. Right, so here we go. Japes in P1, Maori, and followed by Geo there in P2. Why is this row on here? Let me just take off all this. Right, hopefully everything should be fine now. Right, so P1, of course, Japes, Maori chasing down Japes there. Followed by Jew, followed by Jackson. That's on the soft compound. That looks like Japes is pulling away from them with a 1.5 second, 1.6 second gap in front of Maori All Black. Right, so let's go down the list here. Let's see what's going on with the drivers, with the race stories currently. Right, so Jape started in P1, so he is in P1. Maori started second, currently P2. Followed by Geo in P3, currently P3. Of course, Jackson following there, started in P5, currently P4. Looks like he and Musnam changed positions there. Started in P4, currently P5. Followed by Moose is Taser, started in P8, currently P6. Warrior started in P7, currently P7. Your Lyrical had a nice start. He started in P14, currently P8. Erasmus started in P10, and now P9. Gained one position there. Top Gun started in P13, currently P10. Right, then we've got Peliki there, started in P11, currently P11. Slopey Gamer started in P6. He dropped all the way down to P12. Not sure what happened there. I don't see any damage. Taser there, sitting the fastest lap with a 1:16.2. Luna, of course, they started in P12, currently P13. And of course, Franz Herman there, started in P9, currently P14. Right, jump aboard Japes. Let's see what he does for us during this race. White Tiger, yeah, it looks like Japes has got his own race. 2.2 seconds in front of Maori All Black. But it's still early days, my friend. Anything can happen in Spain, sorry. Almost said Spa. Right, nice battle between these three guys here. Maori All Black, Jackson, and Geo. Let's have a look on what the tire situation is. Right, so everybody on the mediums except Jackson and Franz Herman. Jackson on the softer compound. Let's see what that soft compound style of will be. The soft compound will do about 9 to 11 laps on this track. So the total life looks like it's about 50% wear before you go down and change that tire. Tire delta, you're looking at 1.1 second faster than your guy in front there, so it depends on how you look after that tire. I'm sure you can try and manage that. Then looking at pit stop window on the soft, he'll probably look at lap 10 to 13 before he goes into the pits and sets a different compound on. Let's see what the tire strat is for the current or the medium drivers. They're looking at lap 9 to 12. Interesting that they need to go into by lap 9 for a medium compound, where the soft goes into lap 10. That's very, very interesting that I get that type of technical data. Right, let's see what the track info says. Circuit info, there's 14 turns in total, 75% full throttle. You're looking at 324 kilometers on top speed in miles per hour for our viewers in the US of A. That's of course 201. Downforce, you're looking at a medium downforce. Of course, your tire wear is a medium. So, same as last week on Imola. It looks like the guys can run a bit further on the tire compounds than what it estimate to be. Right, back to the interval. Let's see what the gap to leader is. Currently 2.1 seconds for Mauri and 2.7. But I want to get back to this 2-3-4 battle. Let's just see where they are. Let's jump on board Jackson on that softer compound. So let's see a driver ahead, chasing for second place, of course, but depending on how long that soft tire compound will last. So we'll have a see. Yeah, we're feeling like a proud dad teaching Japes, of course. If you guys don't know, of course, Apex Academy is sponsoring the winner of each track with either a setup or I think it's a one-on-one coaching. We just confirmed for me, I can't remember now. So yeah, it's either a setup, I know it's one is a setup, or a coach of the 1v1. That only counts for our tier 2 winners and tier 3 winners for each race. Of course, we've got also a nice sponsorship deal with Apex, where our... Oh, sorry, this car's so hard on my ears, so I can't focus. There, thank you, Reese, confirming what I've just said. Either a setup or a one-on-one coaching session. That's the reason why Japes is running away for the tier 2 class. So, getting back to what I say, we've got Apex got a nice sponsorship deal for us, going a full, not a full package, a nice package setup. Or there you guys can see that I was, as predicted, that tires didn't last very long. Of course, lap 11, well, I'm actually impressed it went to lap 11. But Apex got a nice sponsorship deal for our tier 2 winners, overall winners at the end of the season. That includes the tier 3s as well. Of course, tier 1's got their own sponsorship deal with Racer Race Sim Racing, of course, with all those nice overlays that he is running for us, or building a full year's full subscription with all his overlays. Of course, you can only help so much, Wheeze. The rest is all up to the driver himself. So let's just have a look. Uncut. Spikes, Wheeze, White Tiger. Don Rubico. Don, welcome to the live stream there, my friend. I'm actually quite amazed that you are viewing the tier 2 shows. But thank you very much. Welcome to the live show. Jackson there on the harder compound. Let's go back to Japes. Let's see, where is Gio? Gio, going to the pits. Lap 9, well, on those mediums. Oof, almost slipped across the pit entry for a 10-second penalty. Let's see how long does it take for somebody to go into the pits and get out of the pits. So normally it's about estimate 18 to 20 seconds, depending on which track you are. It looks like this is about 22, 23, somewhere there. 23 seconds for you to be into the pit lane. Right, of course, the Slopey Gamer's tires is a bit warmer than Geo, so Geo would still need to warm up those tires. Hence the reason, but knowing Geo, he will catch up to the Slopey Gamer very, very quickly. Right, Weezer's driver, Japes, of course, they're P1, then of course Maori P2. Moose now currently sitting in P3, but that will also change during the race due to the fact everybody still need to do their mandatory bits. Mediums, currently the top 5 are sitting on, top 6, sorry, my apologies. They're sitting on 9 laps on those mediums. Luna on 8. Jackson 1 lap on the hards. Geo's fresh tires. Slopey Gamer also on 8 laps. And the rest of the guys sitting on basically newish tires, except Franz, he's got a hard compound 7 laps, so he went earlier into the pits to set a harder compound. Only Taserface is the only guy that still needs to put a lap on those tires. Yeah, before Japes will rub out his eyes, he will land in tier 1 with Weez, and then the battle will actually start, and that's going to be interesting. Alright, so let's have a little look at what the live speed situation is currently. Where's the closest battle? Looks like everybody's a bit spread out. Let's jump aboard Jackson. I see there's a bit of a battle there between Jackson and Geo. You actually see the speed difference between them. Geo setting the fastest lap with a 1:16.2 basically. So yeah, he is trying to get past Jackson, because he wants to try and get up to Maori as fast as possible. Here's another sneak peek of what the new overlays are doing for us. It's based on the new 2026 liveries or screenshots that we get. You can see the battery power between the two drivers there. That's all basically being used in the new 2026 series, or F1 2026. There's a new Halo as well that's got it as well. I think it's number 3. No, not that one. There you go. This is all based on all the new overlays that's coming. That's the old one that we still use. So there's new stuff, and there's new stuff coming for the 2026 DLC. Boy, I can't wait for that. Right, nice battle between Luna, Jackson, and Geo building up here. There's a looks like there's a battle at the back there from P11 down to looks like P13 between Billicky, Slopey Gamer, and Franz Herman. I want to keep an eye on these guys quickly, but let's jump on board them for a bit of screen time, just to give them also a bit of a view. Right, 85%. Looks like there's a bit of a gap building up between them now, so let's jump on board that mid-pack again, P6, where Luna, Jackson, and Geo is battling for P6 currently. Well, Luna decided, no, I'm out of here. Enjoy your battle. I'll see you later. Alright, DRS open for both those cars. Of course, Jackson got the DRS off Luna before she went into the pits. I see Taserface got a penalty, so let's see what the penalty is. A 3-second penalty, so that means there was a bit of corner cutting involved. Somewhere, somehow, Taser. Sorry, my man. Right, so Moostom's got 2 warnings. Jackson's got 1. Geo's got 1. Taser, of course, there with his penalty. You're Lyrical, 2 warnings. Billicky with 1. Franz Herman 1. Luna 1 as well. Right, so Jackson's personal best time is a 1:16.3. Let me just get that on board. Yeah, so his personal best time is a 1:16.3 set on with those soft tires. Current tires, the hard tire, it's about 5 laps old. So yeah, let's see if that will work for him. Of course, there you can see clearly now. Taser, Jackson had it, Taser just took it away from him. Of course, the power of the slipstream and DRS, but the dirty air can also make a huge factor on your performance. Of course, there. That's not the one I'm looking for. Looking for that one. It's you can clearly see the difference in speed factors between the 2 drivers there. That also gives you a bit of an idea what the setup is for. Is it more downforcey or is it more for corner? You can clearly see Jackson's got a bit more speed into that corners, where Gio's got a bit of a it looks like a more straight line speed setup. Let's see what the tire wear is currently. So Japes on those hard compounds sitting on 49 and 47%. Moose is sitting on 46 and 56. Jackson 16 and 19. Geo 27 and 20. Taserface, what was that? 13 and 17%. Mauri all black. I think, why can I not see any detail of him? Where is he? He's P6. Let me just confirm that. I think it's because of Mauri's got a fresh set tires on there. That is why. Let's have a look. Let's confirm that. Yes, of course. Mauri, Warrior, and Top Gun went into the pits. That explains everything for me. Tire temps. Of course, everything is in the green. You see it red. The red borderline lights up. That's because they're going into a corner, and that's all the downforce putting in the outside or the inside tires. Or braking hard, that can also be a major factor. Oh, a little bit of bump there from Uri on Moose. Right, I think Japes went into the pits and set another set of tires. So, it looks like a 2-stopper stint for everybody. So let's get that on. Let's see if I can get hold of that. So let's put that and give me a Japes. Alright, so Japes went 14 laps on those medium compound. And it looks like I've just started on his harder compound tires. So yeah, 2 laps on the hard compound. Alright, so interesting strat from him. So he's definitely going to finish with those hard compounds. So I want to see what Jackson will do revolving his pits. So he started on the softs, he's going on to the hards. So let's have a look what the tire lifespan is for the hard compound. 16 to 18, so yeah, maybe. Yeah, he will definitely make it with those tires then, to the end. The question is, how long will it be before those hard tires start to drop off and Japes will start catching up to Jackson? Yeah, jump on board Taser quickly. Let's see what Taser's situation is. So, ooh, nice battle here brewing between himself. Japes is also having a look on that. You can see that clearly Taser's ERS is very low at this stage. But let's see quickly what... Japes has got 73% battery where Taser's got 20% basically of his battery life. So Taser still needs to build some battery life where Japes is sitting on 80%, saving up as much as he can to try and overtake Taser on the start-finish straight. There's a nice battle brewing between 6 and 7. Mauri, you're lyrical. There's also a battle brewing there. So I just want to see if Japes will be able to take that position away. Of course, you can see there Taser switched to hot lap and Japes is deploying his ERS. Now Taser just run out of ERS there at the end, trying to defend that position from Japes. But Taser is smelling the exhaust fumes of Japes. So let's jump on board this P5, 6, 7, 6, 7 and 8 looks like it's. So this is Mauri Muslim, you're lyrical. This is for position 5. So it just went from 5, 6, 7 to 4, 5, 6 and 7. Not sure what's up with Geo. Let's see what Geo is. Looks like his tires are starting to fall off. You're lyrical now with a penalty. Uh, 10 laps mediums, yes, those 10 laps. Ooh, speeding in the pit lane. 10 seconds for Geo. And setting a front wing. Eina, werd dit seer gemaak. Extra 7 seconds just for that. I'm so sorry, Joe. It happens. It's called motor racing. Right, jumping on board who? Let's see what the battle between Japes and Jackson will be. As you can see clearly, Japes is very, very quick, trying to get hold of Jackson there. Well, those 13 laps are hard, of course. Difference between a brand new tire and an old compound tire. You can clearly see he's within, clearly almost in 1 second. Let's have a look. Yep, and there we go. Japes retain his position back from Jax. So Jax probably will go into the pits and set another compound. In the next, let's say 4 or 5 laps maybe. Look, Weeze is going for Japes, and you can clearly see who his biggest supporter is. Well, this left side is getting punishment, looks like. 43, 48 on the left side, 16 and 27 for Jax's F1 car, the Kick Sauber, the John Deere Tracker, call it what you want. We call it the John Deere Tracker. Right, there he goes, back into the pits. Probably going to set another... Japes the 116.0 was the benefit of a new compound tire, and the car's lighter as well. We must remember that. I just want to test something, guys. If you can give me a minute, I just want to see something here. I don't think I've got it active, but I'm going to try in any case. Right, so those are your top 3. It looks like it's working for some reason, or some miracle. Just to give a bit of idea what the sector times is, are they improving on the sector times? I want to try and give the guys that got the brand new tire the opportunity to see if they can improve on Japes' time there. Taser there with a warning, corner cutting. So I want to see the guys that got newer tires on. So let's see tire age. So Jackson, let's give Jackson an opportunity. I doubt that Erasmus will do something. I saw Taser also got the ability to put faster laps. So let's have a look with the final 10 laps. If one of those 3 guys, and why is Billicky now? That's the one I'm looking for. Taser and Taser. No, I don't think this is going to work. It's screwing me around. So what I wanted to do is give the drivers chance, the opportunity to see what the sector times is, so that we can improve, see if they improve on the fastest lap. But we'll check that as we go along with the race. Right, Japes P1, Montreal Black P2, Moose Nom P3. 10 laps to go, of course, there. And a lot of penalties are starting to kick in because those tires are starting to fall off. Let's have a look at what the penalty situation is. Moose Nom sitting on 3 seconds. Lyrical on 3, Taser on 3, Geo on 10, and Billicky on 3 seconds. Sector 3, fastest lap for Gio there. So yeah, he's probably trying to improve on his time. Right, so let's run it down a bit. Let's check the battle between Mauri and Moose Nom, with Warrior to follow there in P4. But he's got a 5-second gap between Moose and Warrior, where Moose has got a 3-second penalty. So he still needs to get about 2 seconds up on Moose to probably take that P3 position available or away from Moose Nom. Knowing Warrior, it's doable for him, depending on the tyre. Japes with a 1:15.8. Man, oh man, you can see how much Japes has improved over time during this Season 8 of Fusion Racing League. And Jackson responded with 1:15.3 as well. Now's the question, will Japes come back? What will he do? Will he fight his way back for that fastest lap? We'll keep an eye. Right, so looks like the guys are a bit of spread out there. So I'm going to go to P9. That's of course Gio and your Lyrical chasing him down. Hard versus medium compound. And right behind them it's Frans Herman and Billicky. So according to my Delta, you're Lyrical with the fastest sector. Oh! Your Lyrical took the inside and bumped into Gio. Man, oh man, I wish I had a replay for this. Interesting. Right, so let's jump aboard Frans Herman and see what the battle is here between him and Billicky. According to my Delta, striking distance is within 1 lap for Frans Herman to catch up to Gio. But I doubt that very, very much. Nice battle between these two, P11 and P12. Frans Herman and Billicky. Let's see where a few other battles is. It looks like Luna and Taser is also battling, so let's jump on board with them quickly. Taser setting the fastest sector 3 there. So let's have a look and see who will take that P7 position away. 2/10 gap between Luna and Taser. Let's give a bit of a battery situation as well. Luna sitting on 70-80% battery, where Taser's sitting on 55. But Taser's got the DRS jumping to the inside line. Let's see if Luna can defend that position. It looks like it. So she is retaining that position. Of course, the second DRS zone, or the first DRS zone, it's on its way on the start-finish straight. Let's see, Luna sitting on 98% battery life, deploying. Ooh, Taser got a corner cut warning. Remember, Taser's got a penalty. The question is, will he try and save it? Now the question is, will he try and outrun? Jackson with a fastest sector 1. So I'm keeping my eye on all the battles. The only three battles, sorry, is between Taser and Luna, Lyrical and Geo, and Billicky and Franz Herman. It's the 3 closest battles we got here. Let me just change those 2 up. Right, so 5 laps to go. Taser Face sitting on 27%, where Luna is on 60% battery life. You're Lyrical with the fastest sector 2. Interesting to see that. Luna 73% on the left front. Right front sitting on 23%. 55 on the left rear. 33 on the right rear. So it looks like Taser is starting to run away from Luna. What? You're Lyrical with the fastest lap. A 1:15 flat. Are my eyes deceiving me? No. 1:15.0 by your Lyrical. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Somebody else for a change got the fastest lap so far. Lap 29 out of 33, going to be lap 30 out of 33. And I think that's going to be about 4 laps still to go. Let's have a look quickly what 4 laps still to go. Japes, don't celebrate so early, my friend. There's 4 laps still to go. Let's just change this quickly. Alright, so Japes has been dominating from the start. Started in P1, currently P1, and qualified P1 as well. Let's jump on board. I see P2 and P3 is starting to get into a battle. Of course, Moosnam has a penalty there. Warrior is within, looks like almost within 3 seconds. If my math calculations are wrong, I know it's not that. But yeah, we'll have a look. We'll keep an eye on that. This little battle for P3. Question is, will Warrior take it away from Moosnam? What's the current tire situation? So Jape sitting on 14, Maori sitting on 15, Moose on 14, and Warrior on 15. Jackson there on 8, Top Gun on 15, Taser 9, Luna 17, Your Lyrical 6, Geo 10 laps, 7 laps for Billicky, 16 for France, and Erasmus on mediums 9 laps here, and Slopey Gamer on 13 laps. Alright, so Japes, Maori, Moose, and Warrior, all the top 4 on a one-stop stretch, together with Top Gun and Luna and Slopey Gamer. The rest of the guys are all on a 2-stopper stretch. So just to confirm, penalties currently 3 seconds, 6 for Taser. Oh, sorry, 3 for Moosnam, 6 for Taser, 3 for Your Lyrical, 10 seconds for Geo, and 3 seconds for Billicky. I think Moose is trying to get to the backside of Maori, that Maori can start and pull him all the way along the track to break that 3-second gap between himself and Warrior for that P3 position. Right, Maori. Of course, Japes' number one fan, Wheeze, say, let's go, Japes. God missed. Right, almost 7.5 seconds. We're going to jump on board Japes as soon as he starts the last lap. And as I said, let's jump on board Japes. Looking to party already on the last lap, swerving left and right. No need to keep those tires warm, my friend, because those tires are boiling hot, just as you finishing on P1 position. Sterling drive, my friend. No, those tire temps, very nice, very good condition. Wilder Blue, Japes, you got this. I think Japes is our fan favorite for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Course, turn 9, no need for him for DRS, with the 7.5 second gap in front of Maori All Black. But there is a possibility that Moose and Warrior will probably change places, depending if Warrior can get to that P3 position or within 3 seconds of Moose Nam. So there we go, everybody. Your winner for tonight, Japes. Currently battle for P2. Maori All Black, Moose. So let's see what Warrior will do for us. Will he take that position away? No, he will not. I think he tried his best to get that position away from Moose Nam. Right, so Japes, Maori and Moose Nam, P1, P2 and P3. We're just waiting for the rest of the guys just to cross the line. Guys, if you're listening on the live stream, please go to Tier 2 VC or the VC1. 20-second time penalty added to Geo for not serving a penalty. Right, there we go. Japes, Moose Nam. Right, let's go. I just want to quickly see who the DOTD is so that we can set up the interviews. Right, driver of the day is a Red Bull. Yo Lyrical. Everybody, Yo Lyrical. It's got the fastest lap and the DOTD for Spain. Congratulations to you. So, right, let's do this quickly. Japes, Maori and Moose Nam and Yo Lyrical. Japes. Maori. Moose Nam. Xavier. Let's quickly see which VC is available. VC1. But I see Japes is there, Maori is there, all three of those guys are there, so I'm quickly going to import them to my channel. So I've got Japes. Let's bring Maori in. Oh, where is, I just saw him. Moose Nam just left. I've just missed Moose Nam. Moose, if you're still on the live stream, guys, please just ask him to come through to the VC channel. Right, I'm just looking for Xavier. I don't see Xavier, so I'll get a minute or two, and then we'll start with the official interviews. Japes, I just want to check, is your vocal there?
Yeah, yes.
All right, good. Maori, are you there?
Can you hear me? I don't know if I'm in or not.
Ah, you can hear you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Ah, lekker. Thank
Right.
you.
Okay, Xavier says he can't attend. So it's just Moose and Arm. So, right, so it looks like it's only going to be Maori, P2, and Japes. He won. Maori, let's start with you. Maori, go through us. How was the race for you, and what can the guys expect for Tier 1?
No, it was fun. I just battled my own race just to finish the race. Still getting used to the no traction and stuff. So I knew my fight wasn't going to be with JP, but more to the other guys. And Moose gave me a good run for my money. But definitely, yeah, the one stopper works well for Spain. So hopefully the Tier 1 guys doesn't get rain, because that's not going to be fun. But yeah, it's a good race.
There's a saying, the rain in Spain.
Yeah.
So hopefully there will be
Hi,
rain.
guys.
And Moose, we'll be with you in a second, my brother. So yeah,
Okay,
guys,
sorry.
Maori, I've got a P2 winner for tonight. So let's jump to Moose now. Quickly, Moose, quickly take us through your race and how
Yes,
was it
hi.
for you?
Oh, no, the race was very entertaining. A bit sketchy, but it was a major battle between me and Maori the whole race long. And at the end, I was a bit scared of Warrior with my 3-second penalty, him closing down, and seeing that I just beat him. But he had it down all the way to actually beating me to third place a couple of times on those couple of last laps.
Yeah, I saw he was gaining and losing time and gaining time again on you. But luckily, the win was in your hair this time and not in his. And congratulations on that P3 or P2? P3 for you. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks to my P3. Yeah.
There we go. Right. Now for the fan favorite for tonight. Japes, are you there, my friend?
I'm all here, sir.
Japes, you've got so many supporters on the live stream. I want you to give a shout out to everybody there, and then we'll talk about your race.
Everybody for shouting for me there on the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys all, and just thanks for tuning in. And I love you guys, man.
There we go, everybody. You heard it from Japes himself. Thank you for supporting him. And yeah, right. So, Japes, take us through your race. How was it for you, my friend? And what can Tier 1 expect, all including of rain?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a great race. I think the one stop is definitely the way to go. It saves it a bit of time by pitting twice. So one stop, time management, and yeah, I was just lucky at the beginning of the race to pull out of the DRS. I actually did push for that, and so as soon as I broke the DRS, I could just manage race pace around here. But yeah, I think it could have been a bit different if the guys were in my DRS, because then they would keep up with me. But yeah, it was a great race, and just thanks to all the guys. And then Cooper, I missed you last week, man.
Yeah, I do apologize, Japes. Unfortunately, I had a PC crash. I started my PC up and I had the blue screen of death. And I was so disappointed. But unfortunately, it is what it is. Windows is not always playing with us. But yeah, I do apologize to everybody on the live stream as well. But we're back, we're running, we're live, and we're here. Tier 2. So, guys, I'm going to call it. I just want a quick thanks to our sponsors, Apex Academy, Race Array, and LNA number plates and signs. Guys, go and support them as much as possible. and we will be back next week. So let's quickly see, where are we next week, guys? We are on
Las
I
Vegas.
just wanted to give a shout out to
Viva
Apex as well.
Las Vegas. Sorry, James. Yeah, you were
Yeah,
saying.
I just want to give a shout out to Apex as well. They've been a great help, especially with this race as well. So yeah, thanks to them.
All right, super. There you got it, guys. Once again, thank you, Apex Academy, Big T, and Wheeze, guys, for helping these tier 2s and tier 3s with the setup and one-on-one coaching. So I'm going to call it, guys. I'm going to say good night, and we'll catch you next week, Tuesday. Tuesday. What's happening with Tuesday? Nothing's going to happen on Tuesday. Monday. We will catch you Monday live here on the Tier 2 channel. Of course, Wednesday, don't miss it. Our Tier 1 race with Clinton Cole and myself, keeping you guys entertained. So from our side, guys, we out of here. We see you next week. Same time, same place. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.